What's up in happy mental push up Monday, baby? We have this is your first time joining. My name is Andrea Fitzgerald. I'm an author, a speaker, and also a person really obsessed with personal growth and development. So each week we get in the gym and we do our mental push-ups because it is the most challenging and rewarding work that we will ever do is on ourselves. Y'all, I'm in a real deal mental push-up. It's midnight and I'm sleepy and I really don't want to do my mental push up, but listen, I'm taking action and I'm staying consistent. You listen, this when we talk about growth and what we think it looks like, this is it right here. Like this is it, y'all. Like I'm telling y'all. Like we think about the outcomes. We're like, oh my gosh, I want to do this. Listen, this is what it looks like. You don't feel like it, you do it anyway. That's the mental push up for today. No, but also for real. So this is the real mental push up day. But the reality is, it does not always look pretty. Like it really don't. It's just done is better than perfect. Okay. But yes, but also for real. So the title of today's mental push up is an ounce of action, you all. So I was reflecting on this idea. I thought about many years ago. I told y'all I wanted to be a speaker. I read books on it. I watched podcasts. I watched videos on YouTube, all of it. But I didn't take any action. And I had all these ideas in my head, but a lot of times I was like overthinking it. I was like, man, can I really do this? All these different things. And I started working with a coach shortly after I had pondered it for 2 years. And do you know when I started working with that coach, I thought that she was going to give me like this massive thing that I would need to do. It was all about action. That was it. I mean, it was nothing else. It was like, okay, this is what you said you wanted. This is what we doing. I'm going to check back in 2 weeks to see if it's done. That's it. It was not that complex, but I think sometimes, like maybe you feel this way, like we have these ideas, we have these goals, we have these things we want to accomplish, or even habits that we want to change, and it can feel very massive. It's like, oh my gosh, like this is so big. Can I really do this? Or, oh, wait a minute, I had a note on this. Or like even you can get in your head about it. Like you can get in your head about it and say, oh man, like just overthinking it. And a lot of times, it ain't that deep. It really is not that deep. I've been reading this book called the Mindfulness Based Stress Reduction Workbook. And that was a quote that they said. They said an ounce of action is 10 times better than 1,000 theories. Because if you have all the knowledge and it's not being applied, then, it's, even if you mess up on that 1 ounce of action, it's better than doing nothing and having the information stored inside. And I thought that was like just really, really powerful because it's not about knowing the things. It's about what we do with the information that we have. And so as I reflected on it, I thought about several weeks ago, I was in therapy, and as I told you, the work that I'm doing now is becoming more tuned to myself, really asking myself, what is it that I want? What feels right for me, and what am I going to do with it? And being bold enough to stand in that. But it starts with, hey, what do I want? But so I thought, I was like, well, I want to work on this, so I'm gonna I need to be able to verbalize this to other people, you know what I mean? But it ain't even that. Like the habit that she pushed me to key in on was my morning routine. Literally, like so small. Just commit to in the morning, taking time to meditate, journal, reflect, read, but really fill your cup up for that first hour of the day. And I've been doing that, you all, for 3 weeks consistently. I think I may have missed maybe 1 or 2 days, and it is a game changer. It really is. I noticed that I'm more resourced. I noticed that I have more to give, but that's like my 1 ounce of action. I think that a lot of times, like now that I'm kind of starting to understand it, especially as we think about closing out the year, it's not about focusing on a ton of things. It's not about, even learning more information. It's about, what am I going to execute on? What is that one small thing that I'm going to commit to? When I think about if you think about what you deeply desire for your life, if this what is this one thing that I can do to kind of get the ball rolling on this one area of my life, right? So it's not about a ton of things, right? It's just like, what is 1 ounce of action that I can take? It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to have it all figured out. It's just like, what am I going to actually do about this, right? So, yeah, that's the mental push-up for today, y'all. 1 ounce of action is better than a ton of theories. And so as we close out, I thought about, many years ago, or not even many years ago, listen, I've come to the fact, I accept that, I can be over the top sometimes. I do. I like to go over the top. I can be team too much sometimes, and I'm all right with that. If I want to do something, I want to go all in on that thing. So a few years ago, I was setting some goals for the year, and even many years, probably until maybe 2 years ago. But for the new year, you know what I used to do, y'all? I used to set all these goals. I'm talking about, it was like ridiculous almost. Like, it's like, girl, really? You doing all that this year? Like, this will be. And, honestly, what would happen? I wouldn't do any of it because it was team too much. It was team too much. And what I am beginning to understand, less is more. Less is more. It's not about a ton of things. It's about that one thing, that 1 ounce of action that you're going to take, not being in your head. It's not about the theories. It's not about that. What is that one small thing that I'm going to consistently act on that would change the trajectory of my life? And so not in a few weeks, last week I was on a call, and something that one of the leaders in the group said, she said, I'm not even this year, for my New Year's resolution, I'm not even focusing on like a ton of things. She said, what I'm saying to myself is, what are the 3 things I need to accomplish this year that will make this year a success? And I'm going all in on those 3 things. That's it. That's her ounces of action. And so I encourage us, especially as we start reflecting and closing out this year, get out of your head. Stop overthinking it. It's not that deep. What is that one thing that you're going to commit to that would completely change the trajectory of your life? Like, what is that one area? And then think about, what is one small habit that you could start right now? Not the big thing. If it's like, you know what? I'm going to start going to the gym. Maybe like they talk about in that Atomic Habits book, I'm not even going to the gym and working out. I'm just going to start by pulling up and showing up. Putting my shoes on, walk to the gym. That's the one thing that I'm going to commit to. So just start small. Not a ton, just one. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. Get out there this week and do those mental push-ups. And if this video added some value, share, subscribe, like all of that. And I know this is a new idea, but I want you to keep that rookie state of mind. Well, what's that, Fitz? I want you to remember, the level up isn't a losses. Problems are a privilege. And yes, you might be new to this, but I know you're true to this because you're in this moment right now. And I believe in each one of you. So let's get out there this week and let's do those mental push-ups. And thank y'all so much for rocking with me. Y'all know life been out here for the past couple months. But, we still in here doing the dang thing. We staying consistent. But listen. This the real deal mental push-up, y'all. It ain't always pretty, but we got this thing done. Done is better than perfect. So y'all have a great week. Happy holidays, and we'll talk soon.